एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल स्टडी विथ PKQ एंड ए में आपका स्वागत है। और आज हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे टेस्ट 14 विजन IAS का GS, ओके, जो कि फुल लेंथ का टेस्ट चल रहा है। ओके, सो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का पहला क्वेश्चन, विच इज़ विथ रेफरेंस टू इंडियन नेशनल मूवमेंट विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट रिगार्डिंग द पीरपुर कमेटी। ओके, पीरपुर कमेटी के रिगार्डिंग INM का कौन सा करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट हो जाएगा। ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इट वाज फाउंडेड बाय द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट विथ द पर्पस ऑफ द इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग द डिस्टर्बेंस इन बॉम्बे, दिल्ली एंड पंजाब। इज इट ट्रू? नो, इट्स नॉट अ ट्रू स्टेटमेंट बिकॉज ये किससे रिलेटेड है? तो ये हंटर कमीशन से रिलेटेड है। ओके, और हंटर कमीशन कब लाया गया था? तो जालियांवाला बाग मैसेकर होने के बाद हंटर कमीशन लाया गया था ताकि उसकी इंक्वायरी हो सके। ओके, और जालियांवाला बाग मैसेकर कब हुआ था? 1919 में। ओके, और कहाँ पे हुआ था ये आप हमें कमेंट में बताइए। ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट तो इनकरेक्ट हो गया। नेक्स्ट इज इट वाज फाउंडेड बाय द कांग्रेस टू प्रोपगेट एन अग्रेसिव प्रोग्राम ऑफ बॉयकॉटिंग फॉरेन क्लोथ एंड पब्लिक बर्निंग फॉरेन clothes. Is it true? No, it's also not regarding the Purpur Commission. It's regarding the किससे हो जाएगा? तो कांग्रेस वर्किंग कमेटी के द्वारा, कांग्रेस वर्किंग कमेटी से रिगार्डिंग ये हो जाएगा। और ये गांधी जी इनिशिएटेड एंड अरेस्टेड, गांधी जी इसको इनिशिएट किए थे और इसी दौरान वो अरेस्ट भी हुए थे। ओके, सो और ये कब हुआ था? 1938 में। ओके, and so first and second statement is incorrect. If we're talking about the third statement, which is it was founded by the Muslim League to prepare a detailed report on the atrocities supposedly committed by the Congress industries during 1936-30 years. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer for this question is option number C, which is related to Pirpur committee. Okay, and if you're talking about the third statement, it was led by the Subhash Chandra Bose with the objective of focusing Indian industrial development, which is related to ये हो जाएगा नेशनल प्लानिंग कमेटी के रिगार्डिंग। ओके, और ये चेयर कौन किया था? तो जवाहरलाल नेहरू इसको चेयर किए थे। ओके, सो आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी। लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच इज consider the following statements regarding the Royal Indian National Mutiny 1946. Okay, so first statement is it was influenced by the political ideal of the Indian National Army. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the general public remained largely unaffected by the mutiny, living in the restricted to service. No, it's not a correct statement because in there in this the mutiny received widespread public support with strikes and demonstrations taking place in various parts of the country in solidarity with the mutineers. The Communist Party of India and Bombay Student Union organized a general strike in Bombay. Okay, so second statement is incorrect. Let's come to the next statement, which is the mutiny resulted in the immediate resignation of the Viceroy of India. It's not correct because the impact the mutiny served as wake up call for the British government, illustrating that their control over India was dangerous, and uprising contributed to the urgency for negotiations regarding India's future governance, leading to the cabinet mission and discuss about the independence. Thus, it did not result in the immediate resignation of the British Viceroy of India. Okay, so second statement is also third statement is also incorrect. So answer for this question is option number A. Only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is the term emulator, sometimes seen in news, which is related to software application, nuclear power, renewable energy, space mission. क्या है ये? तो ये हो जाएगा एक सॉफ्टवेयर एप्लीकेशन, विच इज आंसर ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन। ओके, और अभी रिसेंटली क्या हुआ है? एप्पल रिसेंटली अप्रूव किया है PC इम्यूलेटर फॉर iOS and allowing users to run classic software, particularly games, on iOS and iPad OS and Vision OS. Okay, so answer is option number A. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements. First is C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru resigned from their respective offices in the Congress and founded the Congress Khilafat Swaraj Party. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is C.R. Das and Moti Nehru had lost faith in the Satyagraha strategy of the Gandhiji as a viable strategy to achieve Swaraj. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because Swarajists also realized that, however useful parliamentary work might be, the real sanction that would compel the government to accept a national demand would be forced only by the mass movement outside the legislature. So, both pro changer and no changer accepted the essentiality of Gandhiji's leadership. Okay, so second statement is incorrect. So, answer for this question is option number C, which is statement 1 is correct but statement second is incorrect. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements regarding the Periyar E.V. Ramaswamy Nagar. Okay, so first statement is he participated in the Vakam Satyagraha demanding temple entry rights for the untouchable in Kerala. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is he started the self-respect movement. Also correct. He was in favor of communal representation. Yes, it's a correct statement. And he was against intercaste marriage. No, it's not a correct statement because he is in favor. Okay, favor in the intercaste marriage and denounced the caste system, child marriage, enforced widowhood. Okay, so answer for this question is option number C. Only 3 is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider which of the following statement best describes SEER program. Okay, recently seen in news. First is it is an initiative aimed at improving mental health service in a school across India. Is it true? No, it's not correct statement. Next is it is a scheme designed to promote sustainable energy development in rural area. No, it is a program empower women entrepreneur in India with financial literacy content and business skill. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer for this question is option number C is the correct answer for this question. Okay, and if you are talking about the women entrepreneurship platform and ट्रांस यूनियन जिसको हम बोलते हैं सिविल पार्टनर्स टू लॉन्च सीआर प्रोग्राम, सिविल पार्टनर इसको लॉन्च किया है सिविल प्रोग्राम को, एंड ये वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप इनकम्बेंट नीति आयोग इन 2018. ओके, और इसका एम क्या है? एट एम्पावरिंग वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स बाय ओवरकमिंग इंफॉर्मेशन एसिमेट्री and providing continuum of the support across different pillars: entrepreneurship promotion, access to finance, market linkages, training and skilling, mentoring and networking, and business development services. Okay, so answer is option number B. Let's come to the next question, which is with reference to revolutionary activities during freedom struggle, consider the following statement. Okay, first statement is failure of non-cooperation movement and parliamentary policies of Swarajist led to an upsurge of revolutionary movement during 1920s. Okay, it's a correct statement. A non-cooperation movement failure कब हुआ था? 1922 में. So first is correct statement. Next is Indian revolutionary took inspiration from the ideology of Russian Revolution. Yes, it's also correct. Next is philosophy of bomb was written by the Bhagat Singh in response to Mahatma Gandhi's criticism for revolutionary activities. No, it's not a correct statement because ये भगत सिंह के द्वारा नहीं लिखा गया था. किसके द्वारा लिखा गया था? तो भगवती चरण वोहरा के द्वारा लिखा गया था. भगवती चरण वोहरा के द्वारा. ओके, सो थर्ड स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट. So answer for this question is option number A. Only 1 and 2 are correct statement. Okay. Let's come to the next question, which is in the context of Indian freedom struggle, which is called Mitra Mela, was an क्या हो जाएगी? First is secret society formed to promote social reforms in rural India. No, it's not a correct statement. Next is organization established to encourage the use of Swadeshi gold. No, it's revolutionary social society founded and promote armed struggle against British rule. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer for this question is option number C is the correct answer for this question. Okay. And if we are talking about the Mitra Mela, was founded by the Vinay Savarkar and Ganesh Savarkar in 1899. Okay. Let's come to the next question, which is with reference to the Home Rule League. Okay. With reference to the Home Rule League, consider the following statements में correct पूछा है. First, it was founded in 1914 by Annie Besant. No, it's not in 1914. It's 1915 by the Annie Besant. So first statement is incorrect. Next, Tilak Home Rule movement operated mainly in Maharashtra and Central Province. Correct. और तिलक होम रूल कितना में स्टार्ट हुआ था 1916 में एंड इट फंक्शनड इंडिपेंडेंटली फ्रॉम द इंडियन कांग्रेस. यस, इट्स ऑल्सो करेक्ट. ओके. So answer is option number B. Only 2 is correct answer for this question. Okay. Let's come to the next question, which is with reference to the civil disobedience movement. Consider the following statement. First statement is Bengal student protested against the Cunningham Circular, which asked them to sign declaration of loyalty to the British government. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because in this first statement is incorrect because Vishnu Ram Med become one of the most important student leaders during this period. Picketing began in educational institutions like Sonaram High School and Cotton College. Students of Assam raised a strong protection against such harmful discrimination of the government, and as a result, this picketing was witnessed in various schools of Assam. This event was a turning point of the Indian independence movement as it marked the emergence of students as a powerful force for change. Okay. So first statement is not correct. Next is Mahatma Gandhi's son Manilal along with the Sarojini Naidu led the raid on the Dharasan salt walk after Gandhiji's arrest. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Ghaffar Khan started Pushtun, the first political monthly magazine for Pashtuns. Yes, it's also correct statement. So answer for this question is option number B. Only 2 is correct. Okay. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements regarding the civil disobedience movement. First statement is the industrial working class across the country participated in the movement in large numbers. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because industrial working class across the country not participated in the movement in large numbers. Okay. ये बहुत बड़े अमाउंट में सपोर्ट नहीं किए थे. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट. नेक्स्ट इज वुमेन पार्टिसिपेटेड ऑन अ लार्ज स्केल. यस, इट्स अ करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. दलित पार्टिसिपेशन इन मूवमेंट was limited. It's also correct. So answer for this question is option number B. Only 2 is correct. Okay. And if you're talking about the Congress was reluctant to include workers demanded as a part of its program of struggle. It felt that this would align industrialists and divide the anti-imperial forces. Okay. And industrial working classes did not participate in the civil disobedience movement in large number except नागपुर. नागपुर को छोड़ के किसी ने पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया था, नागपुर रीजन को छोड़ के. ओके. सो आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी. लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच इज कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स रिगार्डिंग द 1945-46 provincial election. Okay. First is, in the provincial election, the Muslim League won nearly 95% of Muslim seats. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is, the only 10% of population was eligible to vote due to limited franchise. No, it's not a correct statement because ये 1% 10% नहीं होगा, ये लेस देन 1% होगा. Okay, 1% होगा. So second statement is incorrect. So answer is option number A. Only one is correct. Okay. And if we are talking about the Viceroy Lord Wavell in August 1945 declared the election to the central and provincial legislature that would be held on December 1945 to Jan 1946. Okay. And इसमें इलेक्शन कैंपेन में नेशनल कांग्रेस एंड मुस्लिम लीग बहुत ज़्यादा, दोनों मेजोरिटी पार्टी थे एंड बहुत ज़्यादा कैंपेन करते थे, किए थे. एंड इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कांग्रेस कंसंट्रेटेड on the atrocities of Quit India Movement 1942 and ongoing trials of the captives of INC army. Okay. एंड अगर हम बात करते हैं मुस्लिम लीग की, तो मुस्लिम लीग अंडर किसके था, तो मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना डिक्लेयर दैट देयर मूवमेंट वुड बी सेंटर्ड ऑन 2 फंडामेंटल इशूज़. और ये इसका मूवमेंट 2 फंडामेंटल इशूज़ में था. और फर्स्ट क्या था, फर्स्ट तो था सेपरेशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान and the leadership of league sole recognized representative of Muslim. Okay. And if you're talking about another things regarding the election का आउटकम क्या था, कांग्रेस जीत गया था. आउट 102 सीट्स था, जिसमें कि उन्हें कितना 57 सीट्स पे जीते थे. ओके. सो लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच इज the Anderson transition sometimes seen in news which is related to the first is quantum computer, no. Environmental pollution, no. Electoral behavior in adopted conducting material, yes. Option number C is the correct answer for this question. Okay. And recently, researchers have unveiled a rare type of electron localization phenomena in the semiconductor. And semiconductors are material with electrical properties that lie between conductors and insulators. Okay. So answer is option number C. Let's come to the next question. Which of the following were the main reason for the failure of the Desai-Liaquat Pact? Lack of formal endorsement from key leaders. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer is option number A is the correct answer for this question. And if we are talking about the Liaquat Ali Pact, which signed in January 1945, signed attempt to bridge the gap between the INC and the Muslim League. ये किसके द्वारा, INC and मुस्लिम लीग के गैप को ये फिल कर रहे थे. ओके. एंड इसका कॉजेस क्या था, देसी लियाकत पैक्ट का. तो कॉजेस हो जाएगा, कॉजेस फॉर द देसी लियाकत पैक्ट विच इज़ फर्स्ट इज फेलियर ऑफ अर्लियर नेगोशिएशंस, सेकंड इज कम्युनल टेंशंस, थर्ड इज डिज़ायर फॉर द provisional government, and fourth is the international perspective. Okay. And if you're talking about the provision of the Desi Liaquat Pact, which is first is formation of the interim government, next is reserved seat for the minorities, and another one is Liaquat Ali Khan gave up the demand for the separate Muslim state in exchange of the guarantee of equal representation of Muslim and Hindu in the Council of Ministers. Okay. And if you are talking about the main reason of the failure का रीज़न क्या था, फर्स्ट इज सेक्रेटरी एंड लैक ऑफ कॉन्सेंसस, अनदर वन इज लैक ऑफ सपोर्ट फ्रॉम इन्फ्लुएंशियल लीडर्स एंड डिस्ट्रस्ट, एंड अनदर वन इज पॉलिटिकल क्लाइमेट. ओके. So let's come to the answer is option number A. Let's come to the next question, which is with reference to the anti-Simon Commission anti-Simon Commission agitation, consider the following statement. First is the Congress session under the presidency of Muhammad Ali M.A. Ansari decided to boycott the commission at every stage in every form. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is Muslim League under Muhammad Ali Jinnah opposed the Congress call for the boycott of Simon Commission. Is it true? No, it's not opposed. It's supported. Okay, supported. So, statement second is incorrect. So, answer for this question is option number A, only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is in the context of Rudram 1 missile, consider the following statement. First is it is India's first indigenously developed anti-radiation missile. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the missile has range over 1000 kilometers. No, it's only 200 kilometers. Okay, it can be launched from the variety of platform including land and sea-based system. No, it's not a correct statement because ये कहाँ से land होगा तो एयरक्राफ्ट से. ओके, एयरक्राफ्ट से. एंड अगर स्पेशली हम बात करें तो ये किसके लिए बनाया गया है? फ्रॉम एयरक्राफ्ट स्पेशली फॉर दी सुखोई 30 MK1. ओके, ये इसके लिए बनाया गया है. सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट, सेकेंड एंड थर्ड इज इनकरेक्ट. सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी, सॉरी ऑप्शन नंबर ए, ओनली वन इज करेक्ट. ओके, option number A, only one is correct. Let's come to the next question, which is with reference to the Congress Socialist Party, consider the following statement. Okay, first is it operated from within the Congress until independence. Jawaharlal Nehru was the first president and its members were forbidden from joining All India Kisan Sabha. So first statement is correct, and if we're talking about second statement, which is not correct because although the first president of the Congress Socialist Party was the Acharya Narendra Dev was the first president, and if you're talking about the general secretary, which is Jayaprakash Narayan. Okay, so first second statement is incorrect. Next is its member were forbidden from joining All India Kisan Sabha. No, it's not a correct statement because a number of Congress Socialist Party leaders and communists joined AIKS and helped in consolidating the movement where it already existed, such as UP, Bihar, and Odisha, and also in extending the movement to other provinces such as Bengal, where the Provincial Kisan Sabha was started on March 1937. Okay, so statement third is also incorrect. So answer for this question is option number A, only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is with reference to the Tiju Juangki River. Tiju and Junki River. First statement is both flows through the Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh. No, it's not a correct statement because the government and recently the government announced the initiative for the economic development of Nagaland through the harnessing of Tiju and Junki rivers in the National Water Highways 101. Okay, National Water Highways 101. Okay, so first statement is incorrect because it was going through the Nagaland. Okay, Nagaland. So first statement is incorrect. Next is if we're talking about the both the tributaries of the Brahmaputra river. No, it's not a correct statement because if you're talking about the tributaries, it's a tributary of the Tizu river is the tributary of the किसका है तो वो हो जाएगा इरावाड़ी रिवर. ओके, इरावाड़ी रिवर. एंड इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट द और इट्स follows and Junki river follows in the Myanmar and tributaries of the largest tributary of the Tizu River within Nagaland. Okay, so let's come to the next question, which is so answer for this question is option number D. Neither one, neither two, none of the above is correct. So answer is option number D. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following pairs. Women's organization, which is भारत महिला परिषद, established by, किसके द्वारा establish किया गया है? So first is भारत महिला परिषद was established by the, किसके द्वारा किया गया है? क्या कस्तूरबा गांधी के द्वारा किया गया है? एंड नो, इट्स नॉट अ करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. भारत महिला परिषद वॉज लॉन्च्ड बाय द रमाबाई रनाडे. ओके, रमाबाई रनाडे के द्वारा इस्टेब्लिश किया गया था. कहाँ पे? तो बम्बई में. ओके, एंड कब हुआ था? 1904 में. ओके, लेट्स कम टू द अनदर वन. सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्टली मैच्ड. नेक्स्ट इज आर्य महिला समाज. क्या सरला देवी चौधरानी के द्वारा किया गया था? नो, ये इनके द्वारा नहीं किया गया था. सो आर्य समाज, सॉरी, आर्य महिला समाज किसके द्वारा इस्टेब्लिश किया गया था? तो हो जाएगा पंडिता रमाबाई सरस्वती. पंडिता रमाबाई सरस्वती. ओके, एंड इफ़ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट द ऑल इंडिया वुमेंस कॉन्फ्रेंस, ये किसके द्वारा किया गया था? तो ये किया गया था मार्गरेट कुजन्स इन 1927. ओके, मार्गरेट कुजन्स इन 1927. एंड अगर हम बात करते हैं सरला देवी चौधरानी के बारे में, तो ये क्या इस्टेब्लिश किए थे? भारत स्त्री महामंडल. भारत स्त्री महामंडल का इस्टेब्लिशमेंट इन्होंने करवाया था, सरला देवी चौधरानी ने. ओके, और ये कब हुआ था? तो 1910 में. 1910 में. ओके, सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर D. None of the above is correctly matched. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is arrange the following revolutionary activities in chronological order of their occurrence. Okay, first is Chittagong Army Raid, Kakori robbery, inception of the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. तो फर्स्टली कौन हुआ था? सॉरी, इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द चित्तगोंग आर्मी, ये कब हुआ था? रेड, ये हुआ था अप्रैल 1930 में. ओके, एंड इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट काकोरी रॉबरी, ये अगस्त में हुआ था 1925 में. ओके, एंड हिंदुस्तान सोशलिस्ट रिपब्लिकन एसोसिएशन, ये कब हुआ था? तो सितंबर 1928 में. ओके, सो फर्स्ट कौन सा हो जाएगा? आंसर क्या हो जाएगा इसका? 2, 3 एंड 1. Okay, 2, 3 and 1 is the correct answer for this question. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following Swadeshi movement. Which of the following was objective of the richly circular issued in 19010? Okay, so first is it impose restriction on the Indian owned business in joining Swadeshi movement. No, it's not a correct statement. Next is to promote the use of British goods in Indian school and college. No, to prevent students from participating in the political system. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer for this question is option number C is the correct answer for this question. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is a stable coin sometimes seen in the news is stated is associated with, first is visible gap funding mechanism created to fund infrastructure project. No, it's not a correct statement. Next is Next is digital cryptocurrency are designed to maintain a stable value. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer for this question is option number B is the correct answer for this question. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statement regarding the Maple revolt. Okay, Maple revolt regarding which statement is correct? Okay, so first statement is Maple revolt was primarily directed against oppressive Hindu landlord and the British. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the revolt ended due to a peaceful agreement between the Maples and the British authority. No, it's not a correct statement, because if we are talking about Maple, There was no peaceful settlement between the Maples and the British. Instead, the revolt was crushed through force and resulted in a tragic loss of life. The harsh British responses left a legitimate, lasting legacy of the bitterness among the local population. Okay, and if you're talking about the Maple revolt, primarily, which is took place in the region of Malabar, Malabar coast of Kerala. Okay, Malabar coast of Kerala in 1921. Okay, and so second statement is incorrect. Next statement is the communication of the rebellion led to the isolation of the Maples from the Khilafat movement. Khilafat non-cooperation movement. So answer for this question is option number C, which is option 1 and 3 are correct for this question. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following. This session marked this significant. Next question is this session marked a significant shift in the Congress approach for seeking dominion status to an ambiguous demand for full sovereignty. It called for a program of civil disobedience, including the non-payment of the taxes and resignation of members from legislature. The session also decided to celebrate January 26 as Independence Day. Okay, so which is related to the which of the following Congress session is best described the given passage. तो ये कौन सा हो जाएगा? This is related to Lahore session. Okay, and if you are talking about the Calcutta session, ये कब हुआ था? कहाँ पे? 1928 में. उस टाइम मोतीलाल नेहरू जी थे. मोतीलाल नेहरू प्रिसाइड किए थे. नेक्स्ट इज बॉम्बे सेशन. बॉम्बे सेशन 1934. इसको प्रिसाइड कौन किए थे? राजेंद्र प्रसाद. एंड हम टॉकिंग कराची सेशन विच हेल्ड इन 1931 presided by the Vallabh Bhai Patel. Okay, Vallabh Bhai Patel. So answer is option number B is the correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is Bhisma cubes recently seen in the news. In the news is context of the India-Ukraine relations is first is it is a new military exercise between India and Ukraine. No, it is new trade route connecting. No, trade route. It is an emergency healthcare service extended by India to another countries. Yes, it's a correct statement. Okay, so if you're talking about the Bhism cubes, which is related to the Bharat Health, full form of Bhism, which is Bharat Health Initiative for Sahyog Hit and Maitri. Okay, Maitri. और ये किसके लिए होता है? तो ये this Bhism cubes are इनोवेटिव पोर्टेबल हॉस्पिटल. ये पोर्टेबल या फिर मूवेबल हॉस्पिटल बोल सकते हैं, जो कि इमरजेंसी के ड्यूरेशन इसको यूज़ किया जाता है. लाइक इमरजेंसी मेडिकल केयर एडमिट्स द ऑनगोइंग कॉन्फ्लिक्ट विथ रशिया. जब यूक्रेन लड़ रहा था उस टाइम. सो आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी इज द करेक्ट. ओके, लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, जो कि इंडिया यूक्रेन को 4 पीस दिया था. ओके, next is arrange the following organization in chronological order of their formation. First is formation of All India Trade Union Congress, which is formed in 1920. And if we're talking about establishment of Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which is called FICCI, ये कब स्टार्ट हुआ था? 1927 में. And founding of the Indian Merchant Chamber happened in 7 September 1907 में. Okay, so answer for this question is option number B. सबसे पहला कौन सा रहेगा? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so answer is option number 3. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements with respect to the activities during the non-cooperation movement. Okay, first statement is the National Congress was committed to a program of constitutional mass. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement, because the Nagpur session thus committed the Congress to an program of extra constitutional mass. Okay, so first statement is incorrect. And Next is the Congress Working Committee passed a resolution asking members to armed forces to serve their connection with a repressive government. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is British government declared the voluntary gap illegal and arrest all those who claimed to be its member. Yes, it's also correct. Next is the Congress had sanctioned non-payment of rent and questioned the rights of Jamindar. No, it's not a correct statement because the Congress had at no stage during the movement sanctioned non-payment of rent and uh, question question the right of Jamindar. This was caused by the later communist to criticize the Congress being a party of a bourgeois class. Okay, so this statement is also incorrect. So answer for this question is option number B. Only 2 and 3 is correct statement. Okay, let's come to the next question. Who among the following set up Swadesh Sevak home Swadesh Sevak home in one cover on a lines of the Indian House in London? So answer is G.D. Kumar. Okay, so answer for this question is option number C, which is G.D. Kumar. Let's come to the next question, which is who became the leader of the Satyagraha movement against the ban on Hyderabad State Congress in 1938, which is Swami Ramanand Tirtha. Okay, which is Swami Ramanand Tirtha. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is in the context of Indian independence movement, रेड क्लिफ कमेटी वॉज अपॉइंटेड टू दी। ये किसके लिए किया गया था, ये सबको पता है कि बिटवीन इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान का बाउंड्रीज के लिए। ओके, सो आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी। लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच इज which of the following provision were part of the Trade Union Act 1926 in India? So first statement is recognition of trade unions as legal association. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is regulation of trade union activities including registration. Also correct. Immunity from civil and criminal prosecution for the legitimate trade unions activities. Also correct. Next is complete freedom for the trade unions to the engage in political activities without any restriction. No, it's not a correct statement because in this, the union trade security immunities, both civil and criminal, for trade unions from speculation for legitimate activities, but put some restriction. Okay, without restriction नहीं होगा यहाँ पे, some restriction को लगाया जाएगा. Okay, so statement fourth is incorrect. And if you are talking about the trade unions emerged in India, कब हुआ था? तो 1914 के बाद, आफ्टर फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर. ओके, फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर के बाद हुआ था. एंड इसका it led to the emergence to trade union include rising prices of essential commodities, decline in the real wages of workers, and increase in the demand for industrial products, resulting in the expansion of Indian industries. And another one is Gandhi's call for the non-cooperation movement and Russian Revolution, and the lack of any specific legislation governing trade union led to confusion and uncertainty. The British government recognized the need to establish a legal framework for regulating trade union activities. Okay, so answer for this question is option number A, which is 1, 2 and 3 are correct and 4 is incorrect. And if you know the 4 is incorrect, then if you use elimination method, अगर हम 4 को eliminate करते हैं तो सारा statement eliminate हो जाएगा, only 1 बचेगा, which is 1, 2, 3 and correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statement regarding the general differences between Li-Fi and Wi-Fi technology. Okay, so first statement is Li-Fi can operate only line of sight condition, which make it more flexible than Wi-Fi. No, it's less flexible. Okay, so first statement is incorrect. Next is the data transmission rate of in Wi-Fi is much higher than the traditional Wi-Fi. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is Wi-Fi signals are less susceptible to interface. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option number B. Only 2 is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following pairs. First is tribal movement and leaders. First is Ramappa revolt happened in Ramappa revolt. Aluri Sitaram Raju is the leader. Yes, it's a correct statement. And कब हुआ था 1922-24 and Rings revolt 1942-43 रत्नामणि. यस इट्स ऑल्सो करेक्ट. और ये रमप्पा रिवोल्ट कहाँ पे हुआ था? तो आंध्र प्रदेश में. और ये कहाँ पे हुआ था? तो त्रिपुरा में. ओके, एंड इफ आर टॉकिंग अबाउट नागा मूवमेंट जादव नाग 1905-31. यस इट्स ऑल्सो करेक्ट. और ये कहाँ पे हुआ था? नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया में. ओके, सो स्टेटमेंट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी. ऑल ऑफ द above आर करेक्टली पेयर. ओके, and next question is consider the following. First is इसमें पूछा क्या how many of the above creative field India from India has been included in the UNESCO creative cities. UNESCO creative cities. ओके, और UNESCO creative cities सिटी जो है ये अगर हम बात करते हैं तो इसमें से कौन कौन सा है. ओके, तो किस किस फील्ड में इंडिया को ये रिकॉग्नाइज किया गया, रिकॉग्नाइजेशन मिला है. ओके, सो तो पहले तो यूनेस्को क्रिएटिव सिटी नेटवर्क जो है वो इस्टेब्लिश कब हुआ था? तो वो 2004 में इस्टेब्लिश किया गया था. ओके, और ये किसके अंदर आता है? वो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कल्चर के अंदर आता है. एंड इसके अंदर ये कितने फील्ड में दिया जाता है? तो ये 7 फील्ड में दिया जाता है. 6 तो ये हो जाएगा डिज़ाइन, गैस्ट्रोनॉमी, फिल्म, लिटरेचर, मेडिकल आर्ट एंड म्यूज़िक. एंड एक और रह गया, वो कौन सा हो जाएगा? लिटरेचर. ओके, सॉरी लिटरेचर तो है इसमें. ओके, तो कौन कौन सा हो जाएगा? क्राफ्ट इसमें एडेड नहीं है. ओके, तो 7th हो जाएगा क्राफ्ट. ओके, सो इसमें पूछा क्या है? तो India have been included the UNESCO. How many of the इसमें क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा है? How many of the following creative field cities from India have been included in UNESCO creative city network. ओके, 2004 में इस्टेब्लिश हुआ था. ओके, तो इसमें कौन सा में है? डिज़ाइन में नहीं है, गैस्ट्रोनॉमी, फिल्म, लिटरेचर, मेडिकल आर्ट, म्यूजिक. नो, मेडिकल आर्ट में भी नहीं है. ओके, सो आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Only 4 are under this. Okay, so answer is option number B. And if we are talking about the list of which recognized under the UNESCO creative cities, let's see. Okay, लिस्ट है उसमें कौन कौन सा आ जाएगा? अबाउट इंडियन सिटीज यूनेस्को क्रिएटिव सिटीज़ नेटवर्क. उसमें कौन कौन सा आ जाएगा? रिसेंटली अभी सबसे रिसेंट जो है वो कोझिकोड, जो इंडिया फर्स्ट यूनेस्को सिटीज़ है ऑफ इन द लिटरेचर फील्ड, जो कि 2023 में रिकॉग्नाइज्ड किया गया. ओके, रिसेंटली. ओके, एंड उससे पहले कौन कौन सा हो चुका है? तो ग्वालियर को रिकॉग्नाइज्ड किया म्यूज़िक के लिए, जो कि 2023 में हुआ था. एंड इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट म्यूजिक से रिलेटेड 3 सिटी को मिला है, चेन्नई एंड वाराणसी. सबसे पहले चेन्नई 2015 एंड वाराणसी 2015 एंड चेन्नई 2017, वो भी म्यूज़िक के लिए. ओके, एंड अगर हम बात करते हैं क्राफ्ट के लिए, तो क्राफ्ट फोक आर्ट 2021 में श्रीनगर. एंड जयपुर को भी क्राफ्ट फोक आर्ट 2015 में. ओके, एंड इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अनदर वन विच इज़ मुंबई रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एज अ फिल्म सिटी in 2019 and Hyderabad recognized as a gastronomy in 2019. Okay, and as for no Indian city has been included in the UCC United क्या हो जाएगा? UCC का फुल फॉर्म क्या था? यूनेस्को क्रिएटिव सिटीज़ नेटवर्क। ओके, यूनेस्को क्रिएटिव सिटीज़ नेटवर्क में मीडिया आर्ट एंड डिज़ाइन से अभी तक किसी को नहीं मिला है, नहीं तो बाकी 5 से मिला है। ओके, सो आंसर क्या था हमारा? So answer is option number B. Only 4 is correct. Okay. Let's come to the next question, which is the term Denisovan is sometimes talk about the context in the context also. First is a newly discovered astronomy body by beyond Pluto. No, it's not correct. In ancient human ancestral discovered. Yes, option number B is the correct answer for this question. Okay, so let's come to the next question, which is how many of the above following political parties and leaders oppose the Quit India movement? First is League, Muslim League, Communist Party, and Hindu Mahasabha. All of the above. So answer for this question is option number C. All three are correct. Okay, let's come to the next question. And if we're talking about the Quit India movement, also known as इसको अगस्त मूवमेंट भी बोलते हैं, और स्टार्ट कब हुआ था? 8 अगस्त 1942 में। Okay, 1942, and spread of the movement, widespread protest and repression by the British authorities and diverse response हो जाएगा। ये तीनों तो इसको अपोज किए ही थे, बट बी आर अम्बेडकर जी भी इसको सपोर्ट नहीं किए थे। आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी। लेट्स कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच इज कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स विथ रेफरेंस टू द इंडियन कैपिटलिस्ट एटीट्यूड towards the civil disobedience movement. First is they perform traditional form of a struggle. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is they were unwilling to support a prolonged all-out hostility to the government. Yes, it's also correct. Next is Fiki supported the principle of the movement and condemned policy brutality. It's also correct. Okay, और कमेंट में ये बताइए कि फिक्की इस्टेब्लिशमेंट कब हुए थे। ओके, क्योंकि अभी मैंने कुछ देर पहले ही आपको इसी वीडियो में एक्सप्लेन करते टाइम बताया था। ओके, सो कमेंट कीजिए आंसर में। लेट्स come to the next question, which is consider the following statements regarding the recommendation of Hartong committee. Okay, Hartong committee कब establish हुआ था? 1929 में। and if you are talking about first statement, which is it recommended the expansion of the primary education. Okay, primary education and vocational training. No, it's not a correct statement, because if we're talking about the Hartong committee जो कि 1929 में establish हुआ था to increase the number of schools and colleges was observed, leading to the deterioration of the education standard. Okay, so अगर हम बात करते हैं primary education की, it emphasized the importance of primary education and recommended adoption of the policy of the consolidation as opposed to the expansion or compulsion in education. Okay, so first is incorrect. Next statement is it emphasized the need for teacher training to improve the quality of education. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is it proposed the establishment of the University Grant Commission to oversee universities education. No, it's also not correct, because the committee did not recommend the establishment of University Grants Commission. Focused more on improving the quality of education rather than quantitative expansion. Okay, so statement third is also incorrect. So answer for this question is option number A, which is only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is with reference to the Delhi Darbar 1911. Consider the following statement. Okay, which is it was the first darbar held in Delhi to mark the succession of an emperor or impression in India. No, it's not a correct statement. Let me tell you why. Because it's not in the first term, it's in third term. Okay, which is 1991. Earlier दो हो चुका था, एक हुआ था 1977 and another one is second one is 1903. Okay, 1903 एंड 1977, और ये थर्ड था. ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट. नेक्स्ट इज द इवेंट was used to declare the annulment of the partition of Bengal. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is it marked the announcement of the transfer of British Indian capital from Calcutta to Delhi. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option number B. Only 2 is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is in the context of a Muslim League, consider the following statement. Okay, first is All India Muslim League was founded in Lahore to represent the political rights of Muslims in India. No, it's not a correct statement because it's not in Lahore, it's in Dhaka. Okay, so first statement is incorrect. Next is the league supported the partition of Bengal 1905. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is Muhammad Ali Jinnah was one of the founding member of the Muslim League. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because Muhammad Ali Jinnah was not involved in the founding of the Muslim League, which is in 1906. Jinnah served as a leader of All India Muslim League from 1913 until the inception of Pakistan on 14 August 1947. Okay, and aligned with the Indian National Congress and was a proponent of the Hindu Muslim unity, and he later became the prominent leader of the Muslim League in 1930. Okay, and was instrumental in leading the demand for the separate Muslim state, eventually leading the creation of Pakistan. Okay, so third statement is also incorrect. So answer for this question is option number A. Only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements with reference to the 1905 session of INC. First is it was held at Banaras and presided over G.K. Gokhale. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is it was declared that the goal of INC was self-governed like that of the UK or the colonies. No, it's not a correct statement because in 1906, however, the INC, as its Calcutta session presided over by the Dadabhai Naoroji, took a major step forward. Naoroji, in his presidential address, declared that the goal of the Indian National Congress was self-governed or Swaraj, like that of the UK and or the colonies. Okay, so answer for this question is option number A. Only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is with reference to the Digital Bharat Nidhi, consider the following statement. It aims to replace the universal service obligation fund. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is it is funded by the 5% levy on the telecom operator. It's also correct. Okay, so answer for this question is option number C. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which with reference to August offer, consider the following statement. First is it provided for the setting up of the Constituent Assembly after the war, where solely Indians would decide the constitution. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is Congress rejected, but the Muslim League accepted the offer. No, it's Muslim League also rejected. Okay, so statement second is incorrect. So answer for this question is option number A is the correct. No, it's not the A. A option is also incorrect because this statement is related to the Cripps mission, not to with the August offer. Okay, so answer is option number D only. Option number D is the correct answer for this question. Neither one or no two is the correct answer for this question. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following pairs, which is revolutionary activities and associated personalities. Okay, first is the Muzaffarpur conspiracy happened in 1908 में. ओके 1908 में हुआ था. और इसको एसोसिएटेड पर्सनालिटी कौन थे? तो वो थे खुदीराम बोस एंड प्रफुल्ल चाकी. ओके, प्रफुल्ल चाकी. So statement first is incorrect. Next is Alipur conspiracy. क्या ब्रिंद्रनाथ कुमार घोष? नो. यस, इट्स अ करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट जो कि 1909 में कहाँ पे, कलकत्ता में हुआ था. ओके, एंड इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट वाइसरे हार्डिंग बॉम्ब केस, सत्येंद्रनाथ सैनियन, यस, इट्स ऑल्सो करेक्ट. So answer for this question is option number B. Only 2 is correctly matched. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements regarding the impact of World War One on the business group in India. First is it was it the war encouraged the establishment of the new industries, particularly in the manufacturing sector. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is it led to the decline of the influential of the local business due to British control. No, it's increased. Okay, so statement second is incorrect. Next is it contributed to significant labor unrest and strike. Yes, it's a correct statement. So answer is option number B. Only 2 is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements regarding the Anusilan Samiti. Okay, first is they performed Swadeshi dacoit to raise funds for purchasing the arms. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the Deccan Anusilan Samiti branch was formed by Jatindra Nath Banerjee. No, it's not a correct statement because in this अनुशीलन समिति का 3 ब्रांच था. ओके, 3 ब्रांच था. कौन कौन सा? एक कलकत्ता, अनदर वन इज डक्का, and another one is Midnapur. Okay, Midnapur. So if you are talking about the Dhaka का कौन था? प्रमोथो मित्तर and जतेंद्र नाथ बैनर्जी is the leader of the Calcutta session, Calcutta's Anushilin Samiti. And if you are talking about the another one is which is Dhaka was पुलिन बिहारी दास. ओके, ढाका से कौन था? तो पुलिन बिहारी दास. एंड इफ यू टॉकिंग ऑफ मिदनापुर से कौन सा? तो ज्ञानेंद्र बासु. ओके, मिदनापुर से. ओके, एंड इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इम्पॉर्टेंट मैगजीन्स, अगर हम इम्पॉर्टेंट मैगजीन्स की बात करते हैं तो उसमें हो जाएगा युगांतर. ये युगांतर किसके द्वारा एडिट किया गया था? तो बरिंद्र कुमार घोष एंड भूपेंद्र नाथ दत्त. ओके, भूपेंद्र नाथ दत्त. एंड इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अनदर वन विच इज संध्या पत्रिका की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो ये किसके द्वारा एडिट किया गया था? ब्रह्म बांधव उपाध्याय. ओके, इसके द्वारा. ओके, so answer for this question is option number B. Only 2 is correct. Let's come to the next question, which is which of the following statements are not correct about Champaran Satyagraha 1917. Okay, so first is under the Tinkathia system, the cultivators were forced to cultivate indigo in 3/10 of their holding. No, it's not a correct statement. ये 3/20 होगा. Okay, so first statement is incorrect. Next, Rajkumar Shukla persuaded Gandhiji to take up the cause of the cultivators. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is later the government appointed a commission under the leadership of the Gandhi to go into issues. Yes, is it true? No, it's also not correct. So because the government of India unwilling to make an issue of it and not yet used to treating Gandhiji as a rebel, order and local government to retreat and allow Gandhiji to proceed with his inquiry in Champaran Satyagraha. The government appointed a commission for inquiry to go into the whole issue and nominated Gandhiji as one of its member. Okay, so statement third is also incorrect और यहाँ पे not correct पूछा है तो आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? ऑप्शन नंबर C, 1 and 3 both are incorrect statement. Okay, Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following newspaper, magazines, and leader associated with. First is Free Hindustan, which is related to Tarak Nath Das. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is Young India, written by the Mahatma Gandhi in 1919, and New India, written by the N.A. Besant in 1914. Okay, so and if you're talking about the another newspaper, magazines, and leader associated with, let me show you in list. Here is the list of newspaper and journals published in colonial India. Okay, there is a first one which is हिक्की बंगाल गैजेट, जो कि 1780 में कहाँ कलकत्ता में और किसके द्वारा फॉर्म की पब्लिश किया गया था, तो जेम्स अगस्टस हिक्की के द्वारा। सामद कौमुदी 1819 कोलकाता राजा राम मोहन रॉय के द्वारा। मिराल उल अकबर 1922 कलकत्ता राजा राम मोहन रॉय के द्वारा। एंड रास्त गुफ्तर 1854 मुंबई दादा भाई नरोजी। एंड सोम प्रकाश 1858 कोलकाता ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर। एंड इंडियन मिरर 1862 कोलकाता देवेंद्र नाथ टैगोर। एंड अमृत बाजार पत्रिका, जो कि कोलकाता के सिर शिशिर कुमार घोष एंड मोतीलाल नेहरू। एंड तहजीब उल अखलक 1871 अलीगढ़ फॉर्म्ड द सर सैयद अहमद खान। एंड केसरी 1881 पुणे बाल गंगाधर तिलक। एंड सुधारक 1888 पुणे फाउंडेड बाय द गोपाल गणेश आगरकर। एंड इंडियन ओपिनियन 1903 अफ्रीका एम के गांधी। वंदे मातरम 1905 कोलकाता अरविंदो घोष। एंड न्यू इंडिया 1914 कोलकाता एनी बेसेंट। एंड यंग इंडिया अहमदाबाद founded by the M.K. Gandhi. And another one is which is Mook Nayak 1920 Mumbai B.R. Ambedkar. Hindustan Times 1924 Delhi founded by the Sundar Singh Layopuri. And Navjivan 1929 Ahmedabad forced by the M.K. Gandhi. And Harijan 1932 by the M.K. Gandhi. Free Hindustan 1936 Tarak Nath Das. And Hindustan Sainik 1936 Delhi founded by the M.M. Malviya. Okay, M.M. Malviya. So ये रहा सारा list of the newspapers and journal published in colonial India. Okay, so answer for this question is option number A, only one is correct. Okay, let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements regarding the Indian Independence Act 1947. First is the act was established to dominion India and Pakistan independent in each other from the August 1947. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the Government of India Act 1935 was repealed by the Indian Independence Act. No, it's not repealed by the Indian Independence Act. Okay, so and if we're talking about the so statement second is incorrect. Next statement is the constituent assemblies were given partially legislative authority. No, it's also not correct. So answer for this question is option number A is the correct answer for this question. Okay, and if we're talking about this statement second, which is Independence Act did not repeal the Government of India Act 1935. Okay, and if I'm talking about the third statement, which is Constituent Assembly were given partial legislative authority, it's also not correct. Okay, and so because the dissolution of existing legislative bodies, the act then provided that the Central Legislative Assembly and Council of States would by itself stand abated. All the legislative power would be exercised by the Constituent Assembly of the two newly created dominions. Okay, so answer is option number A. Let's come to the next question, which is consider the following statements regarding the All India Trade Union Congress AITUC. First statement is C.R. Das was the first president of the IUC. Is it true? No, it's not a correct statement because फर्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट कौन था, तो लाला लाजपत राय। ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट। नेक्स्ट इज, और ये ऑल इंडिया ट्रेड यूनियन कांग्रेस कब स्टार्ट हुआ था, सो 31 अक्टूबर 1920। okay, 31 October 1920. So first statement is incorrect. Next is the Gaya session of the INC 1922 supported formation of All India Trade Union Congress and formed committee to assist it. Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is the All India Trade Union Congress was influenced by the social democratic ideas of the British Labour Party and Gandhian philosophy. Yes, it's also correct. So answer for this question is option number B. Only 2 is correct. Okay. Let's come to the next question, which is with reference to the Komagatu Maru incident, consider the following statements. First is, it was closely related to the Gadar movement. Is it true? Yes, it's a correct statement. Next is, SOR committee was formed to fight for the right of the passenger of Komagatu Maru. Yes, it's also correct. So answer is option number C is the correct answer for this question. And if you're talking about the Komagatu Maru incident, जो कि क्लोजली लिंक्ड विद द गदर मूवमेंट एंड कैरी सिख इमिग्रेंट्स, ये क्या कर रहा था, कैरी कर रहा था सिख इमिग्रेंट्स वॉज डिनाइड एंट्री इन टू द कैनेडा ड्यू टू डिस्क्रिशनरी इमिग्रेशन लॉज। ओके, सो आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर सी इज़ द करेक्ट। थैंक यू सो मच गाइस, आज के लिए इतना ही। नेक्स्ट पार्ट कल आएगा। ओके, इफ़ यू लाइक द वीडियो प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.